if anybody don't understand that, then God be with them. Go look up the history. Go look up the history. Shit, don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit. See what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, man. You know what. I dare you to sit up there and say, explain. You know what I'm talking about, man. He's fighting people. You know we've been fighting for and still fighting to this day. To this day. To this day.
What's good, everybody? Jay Coffee Talk here. So you guys hear that clip, that audio, and I know everyone remembers this, man. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell real quick, you guys. But it's Deontay Wilder and Radio Rahim, fight week, the media press conference, media run, all that leading up to his fight against Tyson Fury. Radio Rahim, I didn't include the whole clip. You guys know the way YouTube goes, but I'm sure everyone's seen that clip. It's about a minute long. Radio Rahim approached him and said, I hear you talking about your people fighting, and he cut him off, and Deontay Wilder was like, don't even be asking me, like, you know what I'm talking about, and we're still fighting to this day. And it was a lot of tension in that moment, you know what I mean? You could feel it through your device. He took the shades off, got right up in his face. It was like, man, you know what I mean? It was a lot of tension there. Now, that moment did go crazy viral. I got it up on my Instagram. You probably got it up on your Instagram. And then since then it's turned into like memes, people, cracking jokes and things like that. And, it's just this big moment that everyone knows, right? Well, check it out. Radio Rahim, who I said was the, boxing media dude who was speaking to Wilder, just did the Joe Rogan podcast and spoke about this moment, like right off the rip. Get in the comments, everyone, if you've already seen it. And, for all the new viewers on this channel, it's all about hearing what you got to say in the comments, talking with the people. So tap in. Let's talk about anything that I touch on this video. But anyways, right off the rip, as soon as the podcast starts, they get into speaking about this, right? And Joe Rogan's like, yo, I got to ask you about all this. Now, real quick sidebar, pause. On this channel, we pause for numerous reasons, not just the pause and everyone else be doing. We pause for that too, but we also pause for sidebars. Pause, sidebar, Joe Rogan, you better cancel that Ari dude, man. You better get him up out of here. For real. All right, let's get back to Wilder and Radio Rahim. So anyways, Joe Rogan's asking him about this moment and everything. And Radio Rahim's answer, he goes in. He's got a lot to say about it. And I got a feeling Wilder might not be too happy about this. So basically, what Radio Rahim goes on to say is that he knows Wilder. They've had, many discussions before. They're familiar with each other. They're cool. You know what I mean? Because he's caught a lot of backlash over this, Radio Rahim. He's been called an Uncle Tom, a sellout, all kinds of other stuff. You know what I mean? But anyways, he says they know each other. They're familiar with each other. They've talked. And, he said many times. And basically he said Wilder, this is at a press conference, was talking to some other media personalities, but he said this was against a British fighter. This is fight week leading up against a British fighter, Tyson Fury, which what a fight that was, if y'all remember that fight. And the questions were going in a certain direction, basically a comment that Wilder had made, this is according to Radio Rahim, was kind of referring to that fight. That's why he stepped in to ask him that. And basically he's talking about the plight of the black man in America. So Radio Rahim is saying the reason he stepped in and asked him that question, which since then it's went viral. He looks stupid to a lot of people in America. He says the reason he asked that question was because they were around British people who might not necessarily understand, the temperature in America when it comes to that topic. So he felt by asking it, he was trying to get him to open up more and speak about it, and let the British take that in and take it and really think about that, because he was saying that when you go to other countries, it's a total different mindset than America. This is according to Radio Rahim. So that's what he says he was trying to do there. He says Wilder proceeded to wild out on him, which, we all saw, and who hasn't seen it? But basically he says, it was fight week. Fighters are different people during fight week than, ever before, or, than they normally are. They're wilding, they're ready to fight, the mental conditioning, everything, they're ready to go to war. So he said he felt like that played a part in it. But he also said, this is where I think Wilder might not be too happy, man. He basically kind of said that Wilder took that situation and ran with it, and that he's implying that Wilder knows that he knows, like that's what he was trying to do, was to get him to talk about it more, since it was not, this is a worldwide audience, like I was saying. He says Wilder has to know that's what he was doing. And but he said Wilder took it and ran with it, and it's made him to be a hero. He went viral. He said he's continued to post about it. Still to this day, he uses the hashtag on the gram till this day. And it's put attention on Wilder in a different way. That's what Radio Rahim's saying. I think Wilder's gonna get mad about that, because he also went in to say around this time Wilder wasn't getting a lot of the money, the pay, the bag that he probably should. He was saying that Wilder was having trouble getting certain fights that he wanted to unify belts and such. And this moment, put him on a larger scale so he could get those fights. He could get those paydays. You know what I'm saying? Like, aside from his talent, he said this moment changed everything for Deontay Wilder. So he's basically saying Deontay Wilder exploited this situation for his own personal gain, knowing what Radio Rahim was already talking about. I mean, if y'all listen to the podcast and you heard this, tap in, and you took this a different way, tap in and let me know what you guys think, if you think I'm wrong. But pretty much that's what it sounded like to me, what Radio Rahim was saying, you know what I mean? And he also went on to say that in the end, it's still good because, it showcases life as a black man in America to that worldwide audience, which he initially wanted to do. But, he basically was saying he didn't really appreciate getting screamed on in the process. You know what I mean? They talk about this in great length. They talk about this for a minute, but that kind of summarizes the exchange about what he had to say about this viral moment in his sports history, boxing history, moment in American history, moment in worldwide history, everything that it's turned to be. And of course, when it comes to the internet, a meme, you know what I mean? It is what it is. That, you know what I mean? That this is what Radio Rahim had to say about it. So tapping in the comments, let me know your guys' thoughts on this. Like I said, go check out the podcast for yourself. If you did, let me know your thoughts. Also, just curious to know, this for all those new to the channel, like I said, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell. I also do sports, I do music, I do current events, I do a lot of different stuff on this channel. But for those who are listening, let me know if you guys enjoy boxing content, because I do like to talk boxing as well. So I'm just curious to know, if boxing content would be appreciated on this channel, and people would listen and interact with the boxing content. You feel me? And also subscribe. Something else I wanted to say real quick. Did y'all see that fight when Deontay Wilder beat that one Haitian dude? I forget his name, man. Wilder beat the brakes off that dude. It was so crazy. It was like, was that a fix, or was the Haitian dude just afraid or whatever? It was like, did he even land a punch? It was crazy. Wasn't it like a TKO? And 80 seconds or something. I don't know if anyone else seen that fight. It was crazy. But you know, just wanted to throw that out there too. That was a moment when I seen that, I was like, damn, man, like what's going on here? Like it was crazy, man. But thank you for watching, guys. Greatly appreciated. Jay Coffee Talk. Subscribe to the channel. Music, sports, news, current events, life, much more. As I said, catch you on the next video. Don't forget to hit the bell also so you can get the notifications. I'm out of here. Peace.